Right, okay, okay, medal. All right, okay. Ready? Okay, Callum, congratulations. First time I've seen one of these medals this year. Commonwealth light heavyweight champion. Before we get to that, what's with the shiner?
I've been sparring with Carl Froch ahead of his Super 6 fight with Arthur Abrams, so I've had some good sparring there with him, and he's got a bit of a dig on him, so he's given me a shiner. But it's all good preparation for my upcoming fight and for future fights. You know, sparring with a world champion this early on and doing well, so it's good.
It's not that long since you won that gold medal in Delhi. Hold on, sorry. Do that again. Do that again. Callum, it's not that long since you won that magnificent gold medal in Delhi. You've decided to turn pro rather quickly. Tell me what's the thinking behind that?
At first I wanted to go to the Olympics, but it's age really, to be honest. I'm 25 years old, and if I wait 2 years it's a bit of a gamble. I just want to get on with my professional career and hopefully be winning domestic titles within 18 months, 2 years, and like I say, it's just an age thing, to be quite honest. And then when it come up with Naz as well and Frank Warren, it's like hard to resist, you know. So.
Did you always want to be a professional fighter from the early days when you first put the gloves on in the kitchen or wherever it was?
Yeah. Always had ambitions to be a good professional fighter, and I always was going to turn pro. Whether it had been now, 3 years ago, or after the Olympics, I was always going to turn pro eventually. But I just feel like it's the right time now, and I've followed my heart, and I feel that I can do things in the professional ranks, and I think my style suits it, and I'm just looking forward to getting on with it and hopefully doing really well.
You've turned pro, and one of the big things about being a pro boxer is you've got to have a nickname. I notice you've chosen one, and it is The One. Tell me why.
Basically, years and years ago, as an amateur, me and my mate in the amateur gym, we sat down one day and we thought we need a nickname. So there was all sorts. He wanted to call me the Universal Soldier, but I didn't really like it. So I was watching Matrix at the time, and I said I like The One, and I said Callum The One Johnson, and it sounded good. So ever since then, it's been about 7 years now. I've had that on my amateur shorts and things like that, so I've stuck with that. And we called him, his name was Springy, so we called him the Supersonic Spring. So yeah, that's where that come about. It's been about years.
So it's going to be, I'll get a wee BBC plug in, this is going to be the One show then when you get down to it on December the 4th?
Yeah, hopefully.
You haven't got an opponent yet?
Not that I believe. I've not got an opponent yet, no, so still waiting for an opponent. And I'm used to not knowing who I'm fighting anyway from the amateur days. I mean, we used to go to the tournaments and there'd be the best fighters in the world there, you know, and you just get drawn out of the hat and you'd fight whoever you got, and you didn't know anything about them, so I'm used to that anyway.
You don't have an opponent, but you do have a prospective manager, shy retiring character, Prince Naseem Mohammed. You must be thrilled about that, and tell me specifically why you're thrilled about having Naz on board.
Well, it's just Naz, isn't it? I mean, as a kid I used to watch him, staying up late watching him when he used to fight in America and things like that, and he was one of my childhood heroes, and to be working with him now, it's like if someone had told me that when I was watching him, when you're 25, Naz is going to be your manager, and I'd have I wouldn't have believed it, you know. I'd have said don't be so stupid, but it's here, it's happening, and I'm just so excited about it all.
Now the thing is, usually in this life people say you shouldn't meet your heroes because you're always disappointed. Is that? I'm guessing that's not how that's worked out for you.
Nah, he's a wicked guy, you know. Obviously I've met him a few times now. I've been to his house, we've been out together, and he's just like us. He's just a normal guy, you know. He's come from where I've come from, come through the ranks as an amateur and come through the ranks as a professional, and he's just a down-to-earth guy, funny, good to be around, good company, and I think we're going to have a good time.
You're saying down to earth, but I remember him coming into the ring on a flying carpet, you know, backflips, all that stuff. He brings that wee element of showbiz. Is that something you think he'll bring to you? Is he going to he said he's talking about adding sparkle. How do you go about that?
Well, if he wants to flip into the ring, he can do, but I'm not going to be doing that. No, but like I say, he was arguably the best showman the world's ever seen, especially in boxing. So, I mean, as you say, it's a business and it's a show. So he used to put a show on, and the fans used to love it, you know. So, away from the cameras, he's just a normal guy like we are.
You mentioned earlier there, you know, you're already thinking world titles. Have you set a time scale on that?
No, not really. I mean, everybody's dream when they turn professional is to become a world champion, and I'm no different to anybody else, you know. So, but I'll just take it every step as it comes, and hopefully develop as we go on and get better, keep training hard, and you know, one day become a world champion. I've not set any time scale or anything like that, but like, obviously if it comes quick, it comes quick. If it comes later, it comes later, you know. So.
I've got some bad news for you. Naz says 3 years you'll be a world champion. Is that news to you?
No, I've just spoke about that before, but if it happens in 3 years, it happens. I'm not going to put any pressure on myself, you know. He also says 10 fights, 10 knockouts. if that happens, that'll be nice. Don't get me wrong, but then I'll just go in there, do my usual stuff, and I'm there to win. Whether I win on points, whether I win on knockout, whatever. As long as I win, I'll be happy. And again, I just want to put good performances on for the fans as well, you know. So.
How much of a step up do you think it'll be from the amateur ranks into? I know obviously your first fight's going to be 4 3-minute rounds, so it's maybe not that much of a change in training regime, or am I completely wrong?
No, not really. I mean, I was fighting 3-3s in the games, so just adding a round. Obviously, training's going to change quite a lot as the rounds progress. But again, we've just been doing our normal stuff, just been doing a little bit of extra, been doing a few extra rounds, a bit of extra running and things like that. But yeah, like I say, when I get settled with the camp that I'm going to be with, and obviously all my training will be in my trainers' hands, and I'll do what they tell me to do, and hopefully I'll be an experienced man, and he'll guide me the right way.
And your first pro fight's going to be in Scotland, representing Scotland at the Commonwealth Games. I know your grandmother's Scottish. Do you feel in your bones completely Scottish now? I noticed in the bill there he's got you down as Boston Links. You need to get that sorted out and get Scotland beside it.
No, to be honest with you, I feel British. You know, I class myself as British. I've got Scottish from my mum's side, I'm Scottish, and from my dad's side I'm English, you know, so I've got both there, and I was proud to represent Scotland in the games, and I've represented Scotland for now 5 years as an amateur. Obviously now I've turned pro, so that's no longer going to be. But I'm proud to represent Scotland in my debut up here, winning the gold medal for Scotland, and I just hope all the fans get behind me and follow me throughout my career, and like I say, the whole of Britain as well.
We're going to have to watch out for I think our cameraman's having a you all right, Sandy? You'll need to lay off the biscuits, pal. We've got to watch out for your left hook, according to Naz. That seems to be is that your most powerful and potent weapon?
Yeah, I can punch with both hands, you know, but my left hook seems to be that everybody talks about. Everybody seems to say how good my left hook is. So, yeah, I can. I've put a few over with my left hook in the past, and now with the smaller gloves and no head guards and that, I'm hoping I can put a few more over with it. So we'll see.
According to Naz, you can knock people right through the ropes, right into the aisles.
I've done that a few times. So again, like I say, we'll see what happens. But I'm confident that it's going to be a good time.
Absolutely brilliant. That's fantastic. Callum, can I just get you to do that? Talk me through a day in your life as it is. Maybe not today, but a typical day in your life as you're preparing for a fight.
Yeah, a typical day in my life. I get up in the morning, I do my run, whatever it might be. It might be sprints, hill sprints, a long run, whatever we're doing. I'd come back, have some breakfast, chill out for a couple of hours, maybe do my strength work, circuits, whatever I'm doing there. Pretty much whatever my coach has got laid out for me, really. Then I'll go home, have dinner, have a couple of hours sleep, back to the gym at night for bag sessions, sparring sessions or pad sessions. Then eat my nice Italian after training, nice big steak in an Italian sauce. That's a regular thing for me. And then bed, that's it pretty much.
What about your dogs? You breed dogs as well?
The dogs, actually, we've not had the dogs now for about a year. We've stopped doing it. We got too busy, you know, and obviously with the recession and everything, people stopped buying puppies, and so we sort of got out of the dogs. I've still got one as a pet, but as I said, we're no longer doing it. They're too busy with training and things like that.
That's brilliant, Callum. Listen, thank you very much for your time.